Hey, what's going on, everybody? 2 days away, October 15th, after the 2 o'clock Unholy squad at Myrtle Beach Bowl. We have 6 WCS title matches for you. Approximate start time is going to be about 5:30, 6 o'clock. As soon as the 2 o'clock squad is done and the lanes we use get re-oiled, we are on it. We are going to get started. Hopefully we'll have a lot of eyeballs in the center, people finishing up from the 2 o'clock squad, and then people coming in for the 9 o'clock squad, cheering for their teammates, all that kind of stuff. So it should be a really great time for sure. So I'm going to go through these matches. I don't gamble on the matches, but I am going to go through each one real quick, and I'm going to talk about who I think is going to win. And some of them I'll share why I want somebody else to win or whatever. So start with the welterweights. So Kareem Muhammad, Carolina Rollers against William. I don't even know how to pronounce your last name, man, so I'm not even going to try. I'll try to guess later. But so my first time with Muhammad was right around the time where I had to find somebody to replace an injured welterweight to bowl, and so kind of got to talk to him a little bit, and so he won the belt at team rankings qualifier in Aberdeen. So that's how he got in this match. And then William moved down here. He started. He was bowling. He was a former welterweight champ for the Northeast, and now he's down here and has climbed up and has the chance to be the first person to hold a belt in both the North and the South. So that's gonna be pretty cool. As much as I would like to have some consistency in and not change champions every month, in welterweight, I would like to see William go ahead and pull this out for the Deep South. Even though the Deep South teams, we all go at each other, all that stuff, and trying to be more and more competitive. I'm still one that supports what I'm in, supports the district. So it should be good. I've seen both of them bowl. I've seen William bowl matches at my center. So I've seen his game. I've seen Kareem's Muhammad's game. So but I'm gonna have to pick William. We'll pick William in 6. I just hope he can pull that out for the district. All right, so next we'll go cruiserweight. So cruiserweight, Brian Mason's been climbing up as well from Wasted Potential. He had his number 1 contender match also at Columbia Lanes, and it was really good to watch him bowl. In fact, he's gonna bowl on Unholy squad with me tomorrow, and then he's bowling against Charles Tharrington, who is the cruiserweight champion. He's on GOAT. He's been here before. Everybody, Tharrington's a real good bowler. As much as I want Brian to win, to pull us back for the Deep South, I feel like Tharrington's one of those top cruiserweight guys that could easily be a heavyweight if he applied himself and really wanted to be, but it's kind of like how Shipley was, where he doesn't want to be one. So so that's where we're kind of at with that at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna give Brian 2. So I'm gonna say Tharrington in 6. But I mean, I really hope Brian does pull it out, bring it back to the Deep South. The Deep South has the chance of having 5 champions after this weekend. So it would be nice to see for the district to get a little bit of love, because the Deep South doesn't get a lot. A lot of us got people on our teams that aren't known, aren't as out there and all that stuff as others. So all right, so yeah, Tharrington is 6 there. Is who I think will win, but I'm still pulling for Brian. I want Brian to win that match. Vixens, Melissa Day, not a big name in the series yet. She's been she climbed. I mean, she did to beat some girls to get here, so it's not like she don't know what she's doing. And this is gonna be her toughest opponent she's had. She's getting the bowl against Daphne, who Daphne, love her to death forever. She gave me my first chance in the UBA, a realistic chance. Leonard did too, but I wasn't going to boo-boo. So I think Ken taught me on that one. But anyway, that's different day, different topic, different story. So Daphne's just crushing it. Daphne's just phenomenal. She's an ultimate competitor. She get a couple drinks in her. She'll talk a little trash. She's not as vocal as some of the guys and stuff are, but Daphne's a sweetheart. I wish Melissa the best, because I don't want to see Daphne 4-0 anybody, but it's gonna be tough. Daphne's she's that good. She's head and shoulders above all the Vixens, really, or most of them. Not gonna say all, because that's speaking too out of my ass, but most of the Vixens in the Southeast and in the entire UBA. I mean, she showed that when she beat Hermia at the Battle Bowl. She's got it. Like, she's going to win this match. Obviously going for from using the bowl on her team. She's in the Deep South. She's been the face of the Vixen series for so long. Even when she's taking a break, we've had other great females step up, but Daphne's just really, really good. And there's not a lot of men in her average bracket that can beat her for sure. So going with Daphne in this one. I'll give Melissa a game, but that's gonna be more on how that goes, just how it all plays out. So go from one Savage to a pair of other Savages, go to the uncapped tag. Nick and Ken have been the uncapped champs, it feels like forever. I can't even remember who they beat for the belt. It's been that long. But those two complement each other really well. So I'm a huge NWO fan. I enjoyed my conversation with Randy. Great guy. Great family. Enjoyed the conversation I've had with his wife over the years. I like the whole NWO. I hope they do really well. A part of me would like to see NWO beat the Savages. I won't be surprised if NWO beats the Savages, but at the same time, I gotta stay with my district. I gotta stay with the champs here. But just because Nick and Ken have a tendency of doing it, it's gonna go 7. This is gonna be 7. This will be a great match. It'll be really good. We'll have that one right beside the Vixens match too. And then also on the other side of that one will be the cap tag, which will be the NWO challenging Serrano and Mike from the Disciples. The Disciples have been champs for a number of months now. They weren't for like 2 days, and we had some ruling stuff, had some real wrestling drama kind of shit going on in there, and so they lost the belts, but then they didn't lose the belts because it was anyway. Got the match restarted, and the Disciples pulled it off. So the Disciples go against NWO. With this one, I kind of just feel like, especially after Garrett was bowling his match against Casey, cruiserweight match against Casey, and enjoyed the conversation with him, got to know him a little bit, during that match, and really kind of pulling for those guys. So I won't be surprised if the Disciples win, but I am going to pull for NWO. I do think that they're going to think this is gonna be their time. I think they got people. They got the number one contender in both tag matches, and I won't be surprised if they leave at least with one of the belts. So I think that they got a better chance at the cap belts, because considering the uncapped, they've already lost to Ken and Nick before. So just going with all that. So kind of recap that. Picking William in the welterweight, picking Tharrington in the cruiserweight. Even though I'm going for Brian. Deep South, baby. Then we got going for Daphne. Savages in the uncapped, in the capped. Expecting a good match, but going for NWO on that one. Now the heavyweight match. Now look, I got my guys involved in this one. But I'm gonna say this: most of the UBA, outside of some Deep South bowlers, Complete Anarchy bowlers, and some of his Federation teammates, nobody expected Daryl to beat TJ. He did, and Daryl is really good in these one-on-one matches. If he's lined up with the lanes, he can beat anybody. He can do really good. My first time really talking with Zach was at Aberdeen when he knocked off Josh. Josh is, I think the world of Josh. I've enjoyed his reigns and his conversations I've had with him. He's my first couple years here in the UVA, and I just think Zach reminds me of a couple local guys. He just throws it really hard and just, I don't know. I think Daryl can stand himself and annoy the crowd, because there's probably going to be more people pulling for Jesus in this crowd than will be pulling for Daryl. But know that Daryl's going to give it all he can, and so I want it to happen, and so I'm going to hope that it happens, and I would like to see Daryl be the first Complete Anarchy member to hold a WCS title, and if he does it, it's going to have to be capitalizing on stuff, all the mistakes, kind of the same way Zach did with Josh. Josh had a couple bad breaks. Zach was able to capitalize on it, and Daryl's got to do the same. Man, Daryl's going to have to. Spares matter. You never know how these matches are going to go. So I won't be surprised if Zach successfully defends, but I am going for Daryl. I do want Daryl to be the champ. No offense to Zach, no offense to the villains. Y'all a really good squad. I wish y'all the best, but unfortunately, definitely gonna be going for Daryl. I will be, so that's how I want Daryl, obviously, to win that one. I expect a good match. I think all these matches are gonna be really, really good. I'm hoping the UBA allowing this to take place between squads. I know the bowlers bowling appreciate it, because it's one thing to start the late squad at 9 and finishing at midnight versus trying to bowl your match at midnight. Like, that's just, so I appreciate it. The bowlers bowling appreciate it. Hope everybody's there, loud, proud, support your people, and really go from there. And I look forward to, I know we'll have some stationary people streaming stationary. I know Randy usually excuse me, Randy normally does his NWO matches, have them streaming. We'll try to get those on the Southeast page as well. I'll be with the I'll be Facebook Living it myself, and going from there. I'll be going match to match once it gets started, as we get the matches finished up, and really going from there. So I just need some people to share it. I'm gonna do it on my personal page. Somebody share it to Southeast, somebody share it Deep South, WCS, UBA, all that good stuff, and let's see what kind of ruckus WCS can do at Unholy. I appreciate everybody, and see y'all soon.